Okay, we're going to take a look at the questions around finding a point given a gradient. So we need to find a point given a gradient. So here's the situation. What are the coordinates of the point on the curve given by y is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 5, where the gradient is 6? Now, when all else fails with calculus, draw yourself a picture. We'll draw ourselves a quadratic. Now, if you think about this, what we're being asked to do is basically, we have some point which we actually don't know what that point is, and we know what the gradient is at that point. So in other words, we know what the gradient of the tangent is at that point. We just don't know what the point is. So what do you suppose the very first thing that we're going to do is take the original function and find the gradient function for that, differentiate in other words, which is going to give me 2x minus 2. Now, when we differentiate, what we're differentiating a formula that enables us to find the gradient at a particular point. So, if we work backwards, since we know what the gradient is and we have the gradient function, basically what we're saying is the gradient function is equal to 6, is equal to the gradient. That's what the gradient function does. It tells us what the gradient is. So we're going to make it equal 6, and then we're simply going to solve. So we get 2x is equal to 8, and x is equal to 4. So now we know that if we go over on the graph, that we're going to go over 4. Now we've got to figure out how far along the y-axis we're going. So remember, we're trying to find a point on the curve. So we take this, and we're just going to stick it into the original equation. So x squared, which is now 4 squared, minus 2 times x, which is 4, minus 5. And when we work that out, we get 3. So we have now found that the coordinate of that point, which is 4 and 3. So at 4 and 3, the gradient, that rate of change at that moment of time, is 6. The tangent to that point has a gradient of 6.